Hey y'all, so today I am making a bean pie. Yep, you heard it. So years ago, back in 94, I was in the fourth grade. I used to be in the Nation of Islam. I was a Muslim. And we used to eat bean pies, the bean soup, and homemade bread. I remember the fish sandwiches. Those were the best I ever tasted. And I can still taste it now. I haven't had any like it. So today I'm going to attempt to make a bean pie. I had one of my older soldiers send me a recipe. I'm going to try it, but I'm actually going to take a little bit of another recipe I found. So it's going to be a little mix, but we're going to get into it today. And y'all, this is probably the best pie I've ever had. Even the patty pies is good, the sweet potato ones, and her buttermilk pie, which I'm going to make later. But something about the bean pie is just so good. You wouldn't even know it was beans that was used. But let's get started. All right, y'all. So we're going to start with the pie crust. I already got the oven preheating to 400 degrees for the crust. So we're going to make sure you see it. I just bought this. It's a 9-inch deep. This recipe makes 2 pies, but I'm only making 1 today to make sure it's good. I'm going to freeze the rest. And if it's good, I'm going to make the other one. All right. So this makes 2 pies, but I'm only making 1 today. So we're going to put holes in here. So does it puff up once we put all our filling in there? So there. And make sure if it's frozen, you let it thaw out first. Because if not, you're going to crack that thing. It's going to be a mess. All right. So let it thaw. It only takes a couple minutes. Let me do the sides too a little bit. All right. Y'all see that? So we got the holes in there. And also remember, because of the pie crust, I'm pretty sure they have devices you can find on Amazon or whatever. But we're going to cover the edges of the crust with foil so they don't burn too quickly. All right, remember we're going to do shiny side up because shiny side down, it makes whatever's under that cook even faster. And it's easy to do it here before we fill it up because you don't want to get all into the pie filling. Also, it's hard to put this on when the pie's hot. You're like, all right, when you're trying to, eat a pie or something that's hot and right out the oven. So you want to do it now while it's easier. Oh, I messed up. Wait, y'all, look, I didn't put the shiny side down. That's all right. The oven's still heating up. Yeah, shiny side up. And then the last few minutes of cooking, you can take it off if you want. If you want it a little bit more thick. If you want a little bit more brown, it's up to you. But I don't want my crust burnt, even though that's the best part. Trust me, it's definitely easier to do this part now. And again, I'm pretty sure they sell pie, I don't even know what they're called. Pie crust sleeves. Amazon got everything. Actually, I'm going to look at that after this. To save me some time and some foil. Let me close it up. All right. This could be covered some more. All right, so my crust is covered. And it's at $3.95. I'm going to go ahead and put it in here. I'm going to put it in the oven at 400 for 10 minutes. You can put it in longer, but I don't want it to brown too much. Now we can start on the pie filling. All right, y'all. So I got the ingredients out already. I got 2 cans of beans. I use pinto beans. You can use the northern or the white. I have cinnamon and nutmeg. I got brown sugar. I have light and dark. You can use all dark to get that molasses flavor in there, and then it makes it darker, but I wanted a mix. So I have light and brown, 1 cup of each. I have 2 tablespoons of flour, all purpose, and I have 2 eggs. Those are room temperature. I also have, of course I would do that, I have melted butter. All right, this is 1/2 cup. So a whole stick of butter melted, but it's also room temperature. Again, everything should be room temperature that's actually cold. And I don't think I said how much nutmeg. So 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, and then you're gonna have 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. And that is it. So make sure when you have your beans that you actually rinse them. And drain them. So you can use a food processor. I'm using a mixer because my food processor isn't as large. Make sure you shake up your, make sure it's evaporated milk, y'all. All right, not the condensed, but evaporated. All right, and they sell them close together. Make sure you're buying the right one. Again, this makes 2 pies. If you don't want as much, cut all these ingredients in half. Yeah, break them in a bowl first, so make sure you don't have any. Let me put the butter in next. Any shells in your pie. You get everything out. I add the flour and my brown sugar. Again, I'm using 1 cup of each, the brown and the light. You could use 2 cups of the light and 2 cups of the brown. And that's all my ingredients. And I'm just going to mix these together. All right, we're gonna let this sit until we got 5 more minutes on the pie crust in the oven. Once that comes out, I'm gonna pour this mixture in, and again, I'm going to freeze the rest. And we're gonna, while we're doing that though, make sure we put the oven at 450. It's at 400 now. Put it at 450. It's gonna bake for a little bit, and then we're gonna drop the temperature back down to finish baking. Y'all, I almost forgot. You need vanilla extract. All right, pure vanilla. I'm using Mexican vanilla. That's what I use in a lot of my stuff. 2 tablespoons. You know how important that is. So 2 tablespoons of that, and then we're done. I can't believe I almost forgot that. Someone told me to have it sitting out. That's why I like all my ingredients out. When you don't, you break up the stride in your routine, you will forget something, most likely. Just in time. Y'all, smell so much more like a pie now that I add the vanilla. Because I was like, something's missing. But look, this is why we poke the holes. You see how right here, it like puffed up a little bit? Let me see if I can. Anyway, there's like a little bubble right here. So make sure you poke the holes deep enough because it's kind of surface level. Not all the way to the pan like I have the other one. So that's why you want to poke the holes in there. All right. So we're going to pour some of this mixture in. Make this up so y'all can see.
I take off the other band-aid.
All right.
Look,
Feeling better? Oh, it's all healed.
Mommy,
I see.
boxes.
Yes. So now, all right, it's filled up to this. I already got this preheating. It was already at 400. So now I preheated it for 450. And then we'll put it right inside. You say hi to the people? Say hi. Or not. So it's at 450. So we're going to put the pie in the oven on 450 for 15 minutes. After that's over, we're going to drop the temperature to 350 and we're going to cook it for an additional 35 minutes. Or actually just watch for the crust to turn brown, all right, or get crusty. And again, you can start taking off the foil if you want a little bit more brown. And then you got to look over the top, all right. When it starts to kind of crust and brown, that's when it's ready. But again, 450, 15, and then 350 for additional 35. All right, y'all. So I just got out the oven. Smells so good. I'm going to take all the foil off. See? So I left the foil on the whole time. And it's not burnt. I mean, it's a little darker, but hey, it's not burnt. It's kind of all the same color. Let me see if I can lift it up. I don't want to disturb it. Yeah, I'm not. Let me bring y'all in. Look at that. Y'all see that? So I'm not going to touch it. So you're going to let it rest for at least an hour. And apparently, these work best when you let it sit overnight. And all the flavor starts setting in and marinating and spreading through. And I was told that the pie is sweeter just because of the brown sugar if you eat it the day of. But everything kind of soaks through the day after. So after an hour, I'm definitely going to cut me a slice. And then I'm going to put the rest of it in the refrigerator. And then I'm going to taste it again tomorrow. And I'll put in the description what difference I tasted. But y'all, I'm excited. I think I'm going to make the other one now. Because I already know it's going to be good. But I'm definitely going to let it sit. And I'm probably going to be the only one eating it. And that's fine. I'm going to let it sit for an hour. And then I'm going to put I'm actually going to cut the pie. And that's the picture that you're going to see in the thumbnail. That way you can see how the pie looked. So yeah. Y'all, I'm pretty sure there's another way I can, maybe if I double foil the crust, or I can go on Amazon, like I said, and find those things to go around the crust. And I'm going to find the link to it, y'all, and I'm going to put it in the description after I read all the reviews. Let me zoom in again. Y'all see that? I'm excited about this. It's going to be my new thing. I love beans, too. Ooh. All right, y'all. So it's a little mushy still because I didn't wait an hour. It's only been 27 minutes, but it's still mushy, but I was still able to cut it. It's solid. It's good. And I am going to wait a day. I mean, I put the other one in the oven, so that one's in there now. I also added a few more ingredients. I added a little bit of allspice and some bouquet, cream bouquet. Hold on. Some of this. I added a teaspoon of that. So we'll see how that one tastes versus this one. But y'all, it's good. I can already, the memories already, they're there. It's coming back. But I'm going to let it sit like I was supposed to. And yeah. And hopefully I have a better picture because this ain't it. All right. And you know, it don't matter how it looks. It's all about how it tastes. But look. But y'all, it's good. Try it. I love it. And I got it all to myself. Because nobody else gonna want none of this. All right, y'all. See y'all. Bye. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Hey, if you make this, let me know if you made it, if you have a different recipe. Because I saw a few, some were questionable. But I think this one's gonna be good. Let me know what kind of beans did you use? Which one do you prefer? Again, I use pinto beans in mine, but you can use navy beans, which we use a lot of, or those Great Northern, or what's some other beans called? I can't think right now. But y'all let me know if y'all use a different type, which one you prefer, and what did you add extra that set it off. All right. This is, I mean, I don't, I'm just so excited right now about this pie. Definitely my favorite. But y'all, thank you for watching. Love y'all. See you later.